You see this man curled up in a bathroom with his son? This scene from The Pursuit of Happiness isn't just a movie, it's a stark reminder of the struggles some people face. Imagine being in this situation, homeless, hopeless, with no opportunities. But what if I told you this man, Will Smith's character, became a millionaire? This isn't just a feel-good story from a movie script. Hollywood is full of stories about people who were down and out, facing seemingly insurmountable odds, yet they climbed their way to the top. They clawed their way back from the brink, defied the odds, and etched their names in the history books. So get ready to be inspired, because today we're diving deep into Hollywood's greatest comebacks, stories of grit, determination, and the unwavering belief in oneself. These are the stories that remind us that no matter how tough life gets, it's about getting back up, stronger and more determined than ever before.
Let's talk about Sylvester Stallone, a man who embodies the spirit of never giving up. Picture this. It's 1975 and Stallone is a struggling actor barely scraping by. He's got $106 to his name, a pregnant wife to support, and a dream that seems further away than ever. He loved his dog, Butkus, but he couldn't even afford to feed him. He had to sell his best friend to a stranger for $40, with tears in his eyes, just to keep a roof over their heads. Talk about hitting rock bottom. But Stallone had something special, a fire in his belly, a refusal to accept defeat. He had a story burning inside him, the story of Rocky Balboa, an underdog boxer who gets a shot at the heavyweight championship. He poured his heart and soul into writing that script, every word fueled by his own struggles and aspirations. He knew this was his shot, his one chance to make it big. But Hollywood is a tough town, and people weren't exactly lining up to make a boxing movie with an unknown actor. They offered him good money for the script, but they didn't want him to star in it. They said he was too ugly, his voice was too funny, but Stallone held firm. He believed in his vision, and he wasn't about to let some hotshot producers tell him he wasn't good enough. He refused to sell the script unless he got to play Rocky. He knew in his heart that he was the only one who could bring that character to life. Can you imagine the guts it took to stand his ground like that? To risk it all on a dream, on a story that no one else believed in but him? But Stallone, he's got that grit, that unwavering determination. He knew his worth, and he wasn't settling for anything less. And you know what? The gamble paid off. Rocky became a massive hit, a cultural phenomenon that resonated with audiences around the world. It wasn't just a boxing movie, it was a story about hope, about resilience, about the fight within all of us. Stallone became an overnight sensation, his face plastered on magazine covers, his name on everyone's lips.
Now let's talk about Robert Downey Jr., a man who knows a thing or two about second chances. We all know him as the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. But his journey to becoming a superhero on screen is as remarkable as any Hollywood script. Robert Downey Jr. was once one of the most promising actors of his generation, delivering powerful performances in films like Chaplin and Less Than Zero. He was nominated for an Oscar, praised for his raw talent and poised for superstardom. But then, his demons caught up with him. Substance abuse and legal troubles derailed his career, sending him spiraling down a dark path. He went from being a Hollywood golden boy to a cautionary tale, his name synonymous with wasted potential. He was in and out of rehab, battling his addictions, facing jail time, and becoming tabloid fodder. It seemed like his career, his life, was hanging by a thread. But even in his darkest hours there was a flicker of hope. Deep down, he knew he had more to offer, more stories to tell, more life to live. He fought his way back slowly but surely, piece by piece. He went through rehab, got clean, and started rebuilding his life. He showed remorse for his past mistakes and a willingness to change, a hunger to prove himself worthy of a second chance. And then came Iron Man. When Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Tony Stark, it was considered a huge gamble. Many in Hollywood doubted he could stay sober, doubted he could handle the pressure of leading a major franchise. But Robert Downey Jr. wasn't just playing Tony Stark, he was embodying him. The role resonated with him on a personal level, a flawed genius finding redemption, just like him. He poured his heart and soul into the performance, bringing a raw vulnerability and undeniable charisma to the character. Iron Man was a critical and commercial smash, launching the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. Robert Downey Jr. became the face of the franchise, his portrayal of Iron Man beloved by millions worldwide. His comeback story is a testament to the power of redemption, of second chances, of never giving up on yourself, even when it seems like the whole world has given up on you. Robert Downey Jr.'s journey reminds us that it's never too late to turn your life around, to rise above your past and become the best version of yourself.
Now let's go back in time to the early days of Hollywood, a time when silent films ruled the silver screen. This is where we meet Charlie Chaplin, a man who rose from the depths of poverty to become a global icon. His story is a testament to the power of laughter, the indomitable spirit of the human will, and the pursuit of a dream, no matter how audacious. Imagine this. Picture a young Charlie Chaplin growing up in the slums of London. Life was tough, real tough. He faced poverty, hunger, and the harsh realities of life on the streets. He spent his childhood in and out of workhouses, performing on stage for scraps of food and a warm place to sleep. His father was absent, his mother struggled with mental illness, and young Charlie had to grow up fast. But even amidst the darkness, he found solace in laughter. He discovered that he could make people forget their troubles, if only for a little while, with his comedic timing, his slapstick routines, and his uncanny ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level. He honed his craft on the vaudeville stages of England, mastering the art of physical comedy and developing his iconic tramp character, a lovable rogue with a heart of gold. In 1914, he arrived in Hollywood, a young man with a dream bigger than himself, a dream to conquer the world with his unique brand of comedy. And conquer he did. He revolutionized silent cinema, transforming himself from a struggling vaudeville performer into a global superstar. His films like The Kid, City Lights, and Modern Times transcended language barriers, captivating audiences worldwide with their blend of humor, pathos, and social commentary.
Now we shift our focus from the silver screen to the world of literature, where a single mother armed with a typewriter and an extraordinary imagination would inspire a generation. This is the story of J.K. Rowling, the creative force behind the Harry Potter phenomenon, a woman who transformed rejection into a magical empire. Before Harry Potter, before she became one of the best-selling authors of all time, J.K. Rowling was a single mother struggling to make ends meet. She was teaching English as a foreign language, facing financial hardship and battling depression. She had an idea for a story, a magical world that lived and breathed within her imagination, but the path to sharing it with the world seemed impossible. She poured her heart and soul into writing the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, often finding solace in her writing while her infant daughter slept beside her. She believed in her story and the world she had created, but the publishing world wasn't so sure. She faced rejection after rejection, 12 publishers in total, each one turning down the book that would eventually become a global sensation. They told her it was too long, too different, that children wouldn't be interested in a story about a boy wizard. Can you imagine the sting of rejection, the self-doubt that creeps in after hearing no so many times? But J.K. Rowling, she's got that resilience, that unwavering belief in her craft. She didn't let those rejections define her or her story. She persevered, fueled by her passion and the magic that flowed from her fingertips. Finally, a small publishing house, Bloomsbury, took a chance on her, and the rest, as they say, is history. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone became an instant bestseller, captivating readers of all ages with its enchanting story, relatable characters, and a world brimming with wonder. The Harry Potter series went on to sell over 500 million copies worldwide, becoming a global phenomenon that transcended language and cultural barriers. It spawned a blockbuster film franchise, theme parks, merchandise, and a legacy that continues to enchant millions. J.K. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, of believing in your dreams even when the world tells you to give up. She taught us that rejection is not the end, but a stepping stone on the path to success. She showed us that magic can be found in the most unexpected places, even in the bottom of a rejection pile. Her journey is a reminder that with enough determination, anything is possible.
These stories, these incredible journeys, they highlight a universal truth. Success is not just luck, it's the result of patience, persistence, and hard work. Failure is part of the journey. Every successful person has faced it before reaching the top. If you're going through a tough time, remember that every great success story started from zero. Just like Stallone, Downey Jr., Chaplin, and Rowling, You have the power within you to overcome adversity, to rewrite your story, and to achieve greatness. Don't be afraid to dream big, to fight for what you believe in, and to never, ever give up on yourself. Your story isn't over yet. The greatest successes come from those who refuse to quit. What will your story be?